All right, you guys. We'll have the players in here after we finish up autographs, but first we've got head coach Mark Campbell following today's 95-40 win over UTEP. We'll let Coach share his opening thoughts on the game and take any questions you have in the room.
I think that was as good a 40 minutes of basketball that we've played this season on both sides of the court. I thought defensively we were elite against a really good ball club. UTEP is a really good team, and they're going to have a great season. And then offensively, Liv just sets the tone with her ability to share the ball and create. And she had 11 assists tonight. She's been doing that every game for us all season, and it trickles down. And we've talked about this, but we start 3-point guards with Maddie and Donovan and Liv, and man, the way they create for each other, share the ball. We had 27 assists. I don't know if that's our season high, but if it's not, it's right up there. So this was our probably best 40 minutes. We challenged the team before the game to see, this is game 10 for us. And so just as you go through the course of the season and you get comfortable together, I was hoping that we could have a really good performance today, and the team went out and did it.
How are you feeling about kind of figuring out your rotation, your roles? Like you said, 10 games in, 10 new faces. You're a week away or so from getting 2 weeks away from conference play. How are things starting to gel together for you?
Yeah, great question. It's coming together. Kind of your top 8 starting to form. But we have more than that. We have great depth this season. I would really say there's 10 that I feel really comfortable with. But you got to get it whittled down. And I feel really good with that top 8. And we're so versatile this year with the way we can play and defend. But I also think the kids are getting comfortable with each other, and they're just getting comfortable in our system, our style of play. And so I don't think it's a coincidence that it took game 10 till we put our best game together.
How do you kind of balance that? I mean, you guys have had a lot of big margin of victory so far. You obviously need these girls to play together, but you also have to keep them fresh for the conference, play starting here. How do you balance that as you go through these games?
Yeah, that's a great question. Early on, you're subbing a little more often as you're trying to give different people opportunities. And I'm starting to tighten everything up a little bit, and the rotations I'll most likely use as Big 12 rolls around. And so it's a fine line, and then there's your net, and you got to play efficient basketball. And our team is understanding that regardless of the score, regardless of how many minutes you're on the court, you got to play really good basketball. And so I'm feeling really good. I love where we're at. And obviously we have finals week, and that's something that's always tough for kids. They've been grinding academically on the home stretch of the semester. So I'm so proud of them. They handled their business, and now they get a week to focus on academics, and then we'll fine-tune all of our schemes this next week as well.
Is that kind of one of the benefits of having an older team? When you look at this final week, it can look a lot different for freshmen and sophomores than it can for graduate students and seniors. Is this a mental refresh for some of those older players too?
No question it is. I think that's one of the unique things about our program since we took over. We've had old teams every year, and there's just a unique maturity, perspective of the grind of college athletics, how to manage it. This group is really mature, and so even though there's 10 new pieces, they're a collection of college athletes that understands the workload and how to manage it. So they've been flawless for this journey. Since they got here in June, the locker room's tight. They enjoy each other. There's just a great nucleus. There's a great leadership on this team. So it's fun. I'm excited to be on this journey with them. I still think we have just a lot of growth over the course of the season of what this group can accomplish together.
talk about those veteran leaders. Maddie put together a really outstanding game today. You've talked about her journey and her fight to get back to this point, but are you starting to see her look comfortable again on the basketball court?
Yeah, I'm so proud of Maddie. She redshirted last year, had to overcome her back injuries, missed about a year and a half of basketball, and I would say she's just now getting into a rhythm, getting her confidence back. She's starting to shoot the ball really well. All of our data that we do, all of the numbers in practice say she's one of our elite shooters. So I'm happy for Maddie, but you got Maddie who's playing good. You got Taylor Bigby who's just been nails all season, and she had another outstanding game. And so this is just one of those teams that there's so many weapons. On any given night, someone could drop 20 in the way that they share the ball. And then obviously Olivia is just, she's a unicorn. She has a triple-double tonight, and that, you guys, that is so incredibly hard. I don't know how many years it's been since TCU's had a triple-double, but my guess is it's been a long time. And the hardest thing to get with the triple doubles is double-digit assists. That's the one that trips everybody up, and Liv has the ability to do that on any given game.
It was a National Signing Day for football, but you guys had a pretty special signing this week too. How cool and special was it to be able to share that with Kaylee, right? Yeah, with Kaylee, and to see her there at the game today and get to do the autograph line and all that.
Yeah, Ola on our staff does all the outreach stuff in the community, and Ola does a tremendous job. And so being able to impact Kaylee's life and her family, she's been through a lot, overcoming leukemia. I think she got it when she was 10, and has battled that over the last 2 years. So anyway that we can help inspire her and bless her and let her be a part of our program and organization. The team was excited to bring her in yesterday, and she got to have an unofficial signing day and then got to be a part of our shoot around and game day routine. So it was awesome, especially this time of the year. It's just a great time to make sure you give back to as many people as you can. We're so blessed with what we have here, and so our staff understands that, our team understands that, so it'll be fun to have Kaylee a part of our journey the rest of the year.
Anything else for Coach?
Who did the scout?
Nia was on it. I mean, again, Nia, our whole staff works so hard on the scouting reports, and they spend hours and hours studying the film, and Nia dove into this. I thought we had a tremendous game plan. I think that's why they had a hard time scoring. We had these guys figured out and what makes them tick, and they're a really good ball club, but our team was locked in. We're capable of doing this any given night, and I'm excited to see how many games we can string together where we put together 40 minutes of focused basketball. Now we get a little break, and then we'll get back after it. Good to see everybody. Go Frogs.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Coach.
Yeah.
Thanks everybody for waiting. We have Olivia, 4th triple-double in TCU history, first since 2011, her 7th of the career.
Y'all are so annoying.
Taylor, 12 points, Maddie, 21. That's her second most in the game this season. So whatever questions you have.
Maddie, we've talked a lot about your journey, what it took to get back to this point, but you've had some really outstanding games. Are you starting to feel comfortable and like you're back kind of in that rhythm and that groove?
Yeah, for sure. I think just the more you play, and especially with this group, they make it so easy to play with. Love these girls. So yeah, more and more I'm getting more and more comfortable every game.
You're also one of the leading assist to turnover ratios in the country. Mark talked a lot about, we know you're a great shooter, but talked a lot about your playmaking. How do you feel like that's developed alongside your backcourt mates?
Yeah, I mean, you said it, my backcourt mates, just being able to play with the right group of people, and we have that, and it just makes everything easier. You can play make when you have other playmakers around you, and that's what we have.
Taylor, you've been such a jack of all trades. It feels like in the last year and a half that we've seen you at TCU, been a real spark plug. It feels like every time you step on the floor this year, the game elevates and changes. How have you kind of carved out that role, gotten comfortable in that role, and how has the 3-on-3 experience you had in the summer maybe helped you in that ability?
I think it's definitely helped with my confidence, being able to go play 3-on-3 and stuff. But I would say as far as here, just owning my role and just being confident within who I am and trusting my teammates and my work, and that's really just helped me a lot.
keep asking questions. Always have more to do. Olivia, 7th career triple-double, first in 14 years. That's a lot of math for Saturday. Can you talk about just kind of the well-roundedness of your game? We've talked, what a great offensive player, how you've worked on your defense this year, but being able to create and having teammates that can finish, how does that kind of elevate the TCU's ability offensively?
Yeah, I mean, when you can cover all bases, like I've said in the past, it makes us so dangerous. And, my teammates are just so supportive. Like, they all knew what was going on, and they all wanted it to happen, and they all supported me. And I'm just so grateful for them, so grateful for MC that he kept me out there in order to finish it. But like I said, when we cover all bases and we are so versatile in the way we are, it's hard to stop. And then you have Biggs coming off the bench and doing what she does and just providing so much length and support on both ends. It's just incredible. The drop off is very little. So I'm just proud of everyone, proud of my girls, and couldn't have gotten it done without them. So.
And for any of you guys, Mark talked about this as maybe the most complete game you guys have played this year. You have this week-long break for finals, and then you've got a couple of final tune-up games before conference play. How have you all kind of gotten to this point to where you feel like you're capable of playing at that high level for a full 40 minutes, and what's it going to take that next step with Big 12 play on the horizon?
Is that for any of us?
Any of y'all. Or I can make one of you answer it.
Wait, sorry, can you repeat it?
Sure. 10 games in, Mark called this most complete 40 minutes of basketball.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but you've got, a couple more non-conference and then Big 12 play, tough K-State team coming in. How did you get to this point? What's going to take to elevate for conference play?
Yeah, I think it's just consistent attention to detail. We're a great team, but sometimes we slack off and sometimes we take our foot off the gas, and that's not going to fly when Big 12 play comes along. So, like he said, completing a full game of 40 minutes, doing TCU basketball, our habits, our preparation, our effort, whatever that may be, I think will carry over to the Big 12, like you said. But we just have to play consistently for 40 minutes. Sometimes it's not going to look pretty, but as long as we give effort and as long as we stick to our habits, he'll be proud of us at the end of the day. So.
Maddie, you were such a huge part of this team from a leadership standpoint. Now you're getting to lead, on the court as well as off the court. As you guys get ready for kind of the tough part of the schedule, the hardest part of the season, the grind of Big 12 play, what are you telling your teammates in order for you guys to have an opportunity to reach your goals?
Honestly, a big thing is just to enjoy it, enjoy the moment, and be where you are. I think we have all the necessary tools and people to, reach our full potential. So I think what comes with that is just being calm and stay in the moment and playing how we play, like Liv said, just attention to detail, playing TCU basketball, how we know how to play. But especially something that I want to kind of communicate to the girls is just to really enjoy it. It flies by, and, to be a part of such a great team is awesome. It's so fun, and we won't get to do it for much longer. You just never know. So, definitely enjoy is a huge thing.
Taylor, kind of playing off of that, you talked about your confidence growing, and I think it's been really evident. It seems like you're playing with a little bit more freedom, a little bit loose. We've seen you smile a lot on the court this season. How is that, what role have your teammates, your coaches, and just your personal growth played in the ability to play with that freedom and that confidence?
I just think the way they all pour into me, whether it's, Liv always tells me, keep shooting. She can hear me, literally being ugh, when I miss. So I think just all of them telling me to keep shooting, keep being aggressive, and just trusting me at the end of the day, and then also me just trusting myself has just made the game slow down completely for me. So that's why you guys see me smiling out there.
Anything else? All right. Thank you guys.
Appreciate you guys.
Thank you.